Head of Information and Public Affairs at the Nigeria Labour Congress headquarters, Comrade Benson Upa, is joining us this morning for some insight as well as analysis on this development. Comrade, I'm not sure it's a good morning, but I'm going to say it anyway. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming to the program.
Well, I will still say it is a good morning. We should not allow creepy creatures, to make her morning sour.
Okay,
yes.
let's start this way.
Yes.
They have made some allegations in that video that we just played. The national chairman accused the NLC of rascality, of vandalism, of trying to destroy the Labour Party, and some of the allegations were quite heavy allegations. Your quick reaction there to what the leadership of the Labour Party had to say?
Well, he is a crook. He's a criminal by virtue of what he said here. On our honor, we didn't destroy any party. We didn't even open the door, the window to the office of the party. The party is ours. The property is ours. So there is no reason for us to go destroying things. In fact, we don't even have.
This looks like destruction.
No, that is opening of a gate.
Not gently. That's
no.
Very
Well, let me tell you. Opening of the gate. Just watch. Just watch. You know that some gates can be rusty. So this is opening of the gate.
Right.
Yeah. May I continue?
Yes.
So
go ahead.
for Abure to have the moral courage to come on air that we went destroying the party office, cutting away monies, etc., worth billions and so on and so forth, and all of that. That is irresponsibility, and that is crass opportunism. The basis for our picketing the Labour Party office yesterday was quite clear. The immediate reason was that he was organizing a clandestine conference. And we say, don't do it.
Conference or convention?
A convention, sorry. Convention. We say, don't do it. We picked that actually from the... Do you know that 2 days before that time, the Abure was with the president of Nigerian Labour Congress, Comrade Joajero. He didn't mention it to him. Only for him to move from there. And the rest we heard that he was organizing a convention.
Before we get to the drama, Comrade, yes. Can you specifically clarify this, because the last person to speak in that clip was talking about the political commission of the NLC investing its resources in looking at ways to explore manifestos that help the agenda of Nigerian workers. What is the stake of the NLC in the Labour Party?
The Labour Party was founded, promoted, and whatever it is, by the Nigerian Labour Congress. But somehow along the line, some characters like Abure try to seize the party, take it unlawfully.
When you say seize the party, what does that imply?
And Nigerian Labour Congress say no. Arising from that, there was a consent judgment which I have brought here by Justice G.O. Kolawole. The consent judgment was given on the 23rd of March 2018. Among the issues were that the claimant, that is the Labour Party, though not a trade union, is an institutional political party founded, promoted, and registered by the Nigerian Labour Congress on behalf of the Nigerian workers. It's a concept. I'm going to leave this copy with you. That parties agree to convene an expansive and inclusive national convention of the party as stipulated by the party's constitution. That the term of settlement shall be irrevocably binding on the claimants and the defendants herewith. I'm hearing. So, up to the moment I'm speaking with you, Abure has ensured that this has not happened. 2, I have a document here. This document, 27 June 2022, terms of settlement again between Nigeria Labour Congress and the Labour Party. And it says, consequent upon the mediation brokered by INEC between Nigerian Labour Congress and Labour Party, which commenced on the 26th of April 2022, and at which commitments were made for an improved cordial relationship between the two parties, consequent to the court judgment by Justice Gabriel Kolawole delivered on 20th March 2018. Subsequent to the resolution of the 2019 National Convention and the 2021 National Executive Meeting of the Labour Party, mandating the National Working Committee of the party to fill vacant and reserved positions in the National Working Committee, it is hereby agreed as follows. The following persons are to fill the vacancies in the NWC of the Labour Party: Comrade Ladi Ilia, Deputy Chairman; Comrade Olongfemi, Deputy Chairman; Alhaji Muhammad Umar, Vice Chairman, Northwest. Do you know? The following, do you know, if the summary is that this has not happened. Okay? Everything, all of this has not happened. Abure, in fact, let me tell you the story of Abure. At the time Abdul Salam died suddenly. Abdul Salam was the lawfully elected chairman of the party. At the time he died, there were 2 deputies. Okay, by virtue of the provisions of the Constitution of the Labour Party, either of the deputies would chair whatever. What was the position of Abure in the party then? Abure was somewhere down the ladder. Abure manipulated this way, staged the coup in Benin, turned thugs on the lady who was to emerge as chairperson, humiliated the lady, terrorized her. The lady barely escaped death in Benin, and Abure declared himself chairman. That has been Abure's something. There has been never any process that led to Abure's emergence as a lawful chairperson. But in spite of that, we say, let us let bygone be bygone. But the decisions, the constant judgment, has to be implemented. That amongst which are that let there be an all-inclusive convention to harmonize positions, to calm frayed nerves, and so on and so forth. Why has Abure been avoiding this? Also contained here that let the BOT be constituted. Usually the BOT is a conscience of the party. Abure has subverted all of that. And, you know, even in this, whatever, we say this should not be the way. And there is a letter here on the 21st of June, written to Abure. Need to respect the terms of settlement of 27th June 2022. And we said, respect those terms. So,
okay, yeah, let's just take a moment, okay? For some of our viewers who are not caught up with this development and what is actually happening, here's a report put together by Sagir Ibrahim on yesterday's picketing of the headquarters of the Labour Party here in Abuja, and what that means as far as the crisis within the party is concerned.
The protesting union members who stormed the Labour Party headquarters in Abuja accused the chairman of the party, Julius Abure, of plotting to hold a national convention in contravention of the constitution of the party. They maintained that the Labour Party belongs to the Nigeria Labour Congress, and as such, they won't relent until they take it back.
Labour Party was registered by the NLC, Nigerian Labour Congress. Labour Party belongs to Nigerian Labour Congress. Now, we are saying that this is injury time. Abure has been rubbing salt into the injury.
The union also described Abure as a political coup plotter who became chairman of the party through illegal means and as such wants him removed.
Abure is a coup plotter, political coup plotter. He was made secretary of Labour Party in June 2019. In March 2021, Abure transformed into chairman of Labour Party. By himself, he plotted a coup. And since that time, there have been court rulings. There have been agreements initiated by INEC requesting Abure to do the normal thing.
Comrade, I have the secretary of the political commission who have been engaging Abure, thinking that he's a normal human being, thinking that he was going to follow the due process, thinking that he was going to organize a convention in line with the understanding with Labour to have an all-inclusive convention. The Abure, knowing that he can never survive an all-inclusive convention, wanted to do a convention in the night. Comrade Chris Oyot is the secretary of the commission, and together with his colleagues, they have done a lot of effort before we reach this stage of taking over our party by ourselves.
The National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Obiora Ifo, while reacting to the picketing of the Labour Party headquarters, said the party was appalled by the desperation exhibited by the NLC president. Ifo said, the party notes that the president of the NLC, Comrade Joe Ajiro's greed and inordinate ambition have pushed him into losing every sense of discretion and decency in his recent conduct, be it in his affairs with the workers or even the government. As a party, we wonder how Ajiro would lead a band of lawless persons who are known to have partisan interest in other major political parties such as the PDP and APC against a recognized independent political party. Ajiro's continuous claim that the NLC owns the Labour Party is not in any way supported by either the Electoral Act or the Constitution. For his information, a political party is owned by those who are card-carrying or financial members of the party, the spokesperson said.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are taking a deep dive into the events that unfolded yesterday at the National Secretariat of the Labour Party following the protests by the Nigerian Labour Congress over disagreement, especially as it borders on what it described as a convention being put together by the national chairman, Abure, who they believe, does not sit well with them, and the inability of Abure and the party to implement a consent judgment dating back to 2018. You were trying to make your point. So, on account of those differences, you're telling us that what yesterday's protest basically wanted to achieve was to stop the Congress, the purported convention, where you think that he's planned to replace some of those officers with persons that are more suitable to him rather than the Nigerian Labour Congress. Let us have your thoughts on that.
Well, as I said much earlier, that the core reasons for our protests yesterday include, one, to ensure that that clandestine convention does not hold, because it falls far short of the requirements of the consent judgment, which clearly states that it should be expansive, it should be inclusive, taking all the disparate parties, okay? Then two, is to pressure Abure to bow out. Even in real fact, he has never really been a lawful chairman of this party. We just managed.
But he has.
You are describing what you're doing as a coup. You're trying to take over the party.
So the reasons, as I've stated, the core reasons as to pressure him to bow out and to ensure that that clandestine convention does not hold.
I'm just trying to understand. Some of the changes you are looking for can also only happen with a convention. And so if you are preventing the convention from happening, how then do you want to effect some of the change you're talking about? Do you also want to replace what you describe as illegality with another illegality?
No. I want you to understand this, that Nigerian Labour Congress and other stakeholders were not invited to that convention. They were not even informed. So how will the content of
So you're fighting for your involvement in the convention?
Yes. We're saying, look, follow the the pronouncement of this court. The terms of settlement are clearly stated here, and all inclusive and with time limit. Okay? So why would Abure want to subvert that? Why, serially? Why would he do that? You see, other than these accoristas are with him, who probably are on his stake. None of the stakeholders is with Abure in this. In fact, the moment the major stakeholders say no, that is not the way to go, he now tries to organize a NEC.
Who do you describe as these major stakeholders?
There are other stakeholders, NLC, the big tent. In the course of the 2023 election, other stakeholders also came in. So everybody say no, that is not the way to go. But in pursuit of inordinate ambition, in pursuit of crime, in pursuit of unlawful enrichment. In fact, he was boasting somewhere before the news of this convention broke out. He was saying, to hell with everybody. He was going to be there. He will remain in that office until he wanted.
But that's not a report we can.
So he's not a responsible character.
Well,
if I'm looking at him, just look at him.
No, well, this is a live television show. And,
he was insulting us.
What I'm saying is, we have to limit ourselves to the realms of
the
civility.
right of response should operate.
No, but that is not.
You can't come on air and begin to insult us, call us thieves.
No, you can't.
The
The point I am making is that we can't use this platform.
But you put it, you broadcast it.
The point we are making, we are giving you a right of response.
You broadcast it in liability.
Mr. Ben, this is the point we want to make so that we can make progress. That we should restrict our response within the realms of civility.
I don't think that
if you describe his acts the way you do and you are responding in that manner, then you are only validating what he has done, so that we can attend to a lot of the issues.
Fine.
That
my particular point is, because we have a couple of minutes to spare, is the political or the partisan accusations. On one hand, the Abure camp is saying the NLC is being used as a tool to destabilize the Labour Party. But also, in principle, over the years, we've seen this passive relationship between the NLC and the Labour Party. Somehow, in the build-up to the 2023 elections, that changed. Most notably because of the popularity of Peter Obi. And most people are looking at this particular situation. I remember the incident that happened in Imo last year when, unfortunately, Comrade Joe Ajero, the national president, was assaulted. And the APC government said, listen, Joe Ajero is not the NLC right now under its leadership is not a non-partisan element in the political equation. It is partisan. And I remember you saying, listen, you're not for one party or the other. But this particular situation signposts, this argument that, the NLC is with the Labour Party, and that's what we're seeing right now. When you have members who are different, associates of various political parties.
Yeah. First and foremost, let me clear this impression. The right to hold an opinion, including the political opinion, is available to all of us, you and I, and including we members of the Nigerian Labour Congress, including Joe Ajero. That right is available to him. But I want to assure you that he has no partisan political ambition. In fact, much of where we are with the Labour Party, Comrade Jajero came and met it. That is the truth of the matter. Where we are with the Labour Party is more or less the robust work of the immediate past president of Nigerian Labour Congress, Comrade Ayuba Waba. He tried to rebuild. In fact, he came to a point he contemplated, okay, if this is getting funny, getting this sticky, we could also found another party. So Joe Ajero has not added 1 naira or 2 naira to the building of the Nigerian Labour Party, the Labour Party as it is. So we find it very funny when people begin to accuse him of not seeing a political ambition and so on and so forth. I want to tell you this: all that Comrade Joe Ajero once done is that illegality must stop, impunity must stop, and he's merely carrying on. He's continuing with what his predecessor started, Comrade Ayuba Waba.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because Comrade Ayuba Waba was also pissed off.
All right, one last question before we go. I hear we are running out of time. What next after this picketing?
The law must be observed. Abure has observed the decision of the court. He stands in contempt, and in our eyes, he ceases to be chairman of this party. We're going to do all that is lawfully necessary to ensure he does not return to that office, and he's not coming back to that office.
Okay.
All right.
In spite of everybody that he may have compromised, including the police, the DP of Tako police station yesterday.
The DPO has no right of response, so let us leave it.
No,
that.
I'm petitioning him. I'm writing it. I've already, so let it go. So I'll tell him.
Okay. Comrade, unfortunately, we're out of time. We loved, spending time with you, largely because of the spirited conversation, but we have to go. Thank you most kindly for joining us this morning and to shed light on this particular development.